Hello, I'd like to explain to you how I removed two instruments from this tooth. The patient was a 47-year-old female who was referred to me by a general dentist in Tokyo. And there are two instruments. A longer one was in the distal root canal, and a shorter one was in the medial buccal canal. I measured the two instruments with CBCT. This one is a short broken instrument. First, I like to create a small space between the inner wall and the broken instrument with a katana tip. I'm using a pecking and a pulsing motion at the same time. As you can see. So the instrument is flexing. So it's obviously flexing because it goes back to the original place. So I'm injecting silicone oil into the canal to facilitate loosening the broken instrument. And I'm going to use an expiander shaper to create a space, possibly remove the instrument or to loosen the broken instrument. It's rotating at 2500 RPM. If I'm lucky, the instrument should come out. Or I could at least create a space on the inner wall or to loosen the broken instrument. I'm using sodium hypochlorite followed by hydrogen oxide to remove oil. So let's dry the canal with a stropical irrigator. And let's give it a try. Now it's completely dancing, so it's time to make a removal attempt. So Qmix 2-in-1 was filled in the root canal to facilitate broken file removal with ultrasonics. Now ultrasonics activated, the instrument immediately came out. It's here. But it seems to be in the different canal. So I found it in a different root canal. I activated and it jumped out. So as you can see, it's on the rubber dam sheet. And took it out. It was 2.2 millimeters. Now let's try the other broken instrument, 5.45 millimeters on the CBCT image. So first, I like to create a space on the inner wall with an expiander shaper rotating at 2500 RPM. The AI motor is connected to an ATEX locator, so you can hear beeping when you get closer to the apical framing. So this is really good, rotating the expiander shaper next to the broken instrument on the inner wall. so you can quickly create a space on the inner wall. I was rotating an expiander shaper in the presence of silicone oil. So before I use the ultrasonic tape, I always sharpen the tape so I can be very efficient in making the broken instrument dance. The smaller, the better. You don't have to use high power to cut more denting. Now, what I'm doing here is cutting the space deeper along the inner wall to make the instrument dance. Because the length of the broken instrument is longer than 4.5 millimeters, so it is expected to take time. So now you can see the instrument flexing, not dancing, because it goes back to the original place. So more silicone oil is injected into the root canal. Now this time I'm using 5003 high flex EDM to widen the space that I created. It's rotating 2500 RPM again. The space is a little bit larger. I use sodium hypochlorite to remove oil. Then I use 3% hydrogen oxide to neutralize the solution. Now you see the instrument is dancing. It's loose. So I like to use the loop to get the instrument out because the length of the broken instrument is more than 4.5 millimeters. So I'm going to place a loop over the broken instrument and tighten it around it. It slipped through. So I like to give it another try. Place it and tighten it around the broken instrument and gently taking the broken instrument out. Now it was removed successfully. And the instrument was actually 4.5 millimeters. This is a radiograph after I removed the broken instrument. So I was able to stay minimally invasive without cutting too much denting. Thank you for watching this.